Hello everyone, it's Kari. Today I'm going to be using one of the older Hedgehog Hollow kits. This is the August kit from last year with the Syberia beautiful flowers in it. I've already stamped these and masked off that first flower to stamp the other two flowers and heat emboss them with clear embossing powder. I'm also going to be using this stamp set with this stamp right here. This is from the December Hedgehog Hollow box from last year. It has all kinds of Valentine's goodies in it, stamps and a stencil. So I have this panel prepared already on Bristol smooth paper. And I'm going to be showing you how to color with glitter. It's so fun and it adds a little sparkly interest to your cards. So to begin, I'm going to just start by using some Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers and a water brush. This is just to get down the base layer so that we have somewhere to start. So all I'm going to do is add a little tiny bit of those zigs. You can see that I just added the smallest amount. This is the deep pink here. It might be hard to read on the video, but this is the deep pink color, which is really vibrant, and you only need the smallest amount of this in order to blend it out because it's really bright. I try to leave kind of like a lighter spot, so I have a tissue over here on the left to keep dabbing off that color when I get a little too much. And you can see that it adds just a bright, vivid, deep pink color. So pretty. I really like this color pink. Now I'm going to use a coral color here, and I'm going to color this middle flower the same exact way, just adding a little bit closer to the inside of the petals and using a water brush to blend that color out. I'll do this on the complete flower here, and the same thing, just using the water brush and the same method. And I also finished off that last flower using some of each of the colors. Now I have here a glitter brush marker from scrapbook.com. This is brand new, and when you get them brand new, they have a little stopper on them so that the ink and the glitter doesn't all spill out. So you have to unscrew that, take off the little stopper there, and then you can get it started on a scrap piece of paper. I always use a scrap piece of paper and I press a little bit on the sides just to get the glitter going, but then you don't have to do that ever again. Usually the glitter comes out. You can see that this glitter is more of a white, silvery glitter, which I really like. If you've tried the Zig Wink of Stella, that's more of a gold glitter. So this one is kind of a clear, white silvery glitter. So now I'm going to start by adding a little more of the pink color, and then I'm going to blend it out with this glitter brush. So what this does is these zigs are water soluble, which means you can blend them out with water. You can also use a glitter brush marker to blend them out. It's hard to tell on this video, but it adds a subtle shine, glittery, glimmery shine when you do this. And it's so pretty. I'm going to hold it up here a little bit so you can kind of see that glitter on the middle of the left flower there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish all of the flowers here. We'll do the deep pink flower first, and I'm just going to keep on going until I get all the glitter added to all the rest of those. Here's a look. I've already done all of the flowers. Oh, I'm a little off screen there. There you go. You can see the glittery shine that it adds. It's really subtle, but so pretty in real life. Now, just to finish off this card and add a little more interest, here's what that glitter brush looks like. And I did get a little pink on the end of there, but just wash it off onto your tissue and squeeze a little bit, and it should clean right off the tip of the marker. I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow above all the flowers here, and this looks like a little bit of a dusty or like a gray, but it's called Shadow Mauve. So it's perfect for adding shadows. It's really subtle, and I'm just going to blend that out with the water brush here. I usually get that brush started on my hand so I know that the water is flowing, and I'm just going to blend that out until it blends out into the paper, so it's not so obvious. And I did add a couple of layers of this as well. I usually like to add a couple of layers just to get a deeper color. Now that that is all finished, I'm going to add a little more excitement to the background. I have this brand new bubble stencil from Tim Holtz, and it is a really fun stencil. I'm going to take this Gina K Blue Lagoon color. It's one of my favorites. I'll tape that stencil on the back of the card here, and I'm just going to take a blender brush here, a makeup brush, well, a life-changing blender brush I should call it, and I'm going to ink on that color just kind of soft. So it's a soft background, but it adds some of that interest. It's really easy to do. It's from this autumn collection from Gina K called Blue Lagoon. One of my favorites. Look how pretty that is. And it blends right into those zigs that I did, the shadow on the bottom. Now it's time to add the stamp from the I Love You stamp set, the Valentine December kit. And I'm going to stamp that with the same Gina K Blue Lagoon color. And then I'll also add some little hearts from the same stamp set around the edge here and stamp that in the same color as well. I wanted to blend in those hearts just a little bit. So after I stamped them a couple of times, I went ahead with the glitter brush marker and blended them out just a little bit. The ink, while it's still wet, does blend just a little. I mean, it spreads. So when you use that glitter brush marker, you get a little more color on the inside of the hearts. It's a really pretty effect. And now the last thing to do here, or one of the last things, is to add it to a top folding card. I'm using my favorite liquid adhesive right now. This is the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. And I used a little extra because that Bristol paper is pretty thick. So I like to make sure it stays together. And to finish off this completed card, we'll add some liquid pearls in a rich cocoa color to the center of all the flowers. I'm just adding little dots here. It's hard to see. I'm adding little dots, so it adds a dimension. When this dries, it's going to also add a little texture. So they're just little dots. And I did that to all 3 of the flowers, and it looks really, really nice when it's finished. I do tap off the back a little bit just to flatten those perfect pearls out just a touch, or the liquid pearls. And here's a look at those center of the flowers. You can see the glitter just a little bit on the flowers. The bubble background, so pretty with those hearts and the glitter. I hope you enjoyed this Valentine themed card today. I really enjoyed making it with you, and I hope you try using a glitter brush marker for some of your coloring as well. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and I hope you'll subscribe, so I'll see you next time. I'll be back real soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.